Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you are all very good at your home. Student, today I will discuss about the changing of states of matter. In previous classes, you are already read about the matter. What is matter and what are their states? Student, matter means that has mass and occupies space. These are two things are very necessary are found in the every matters. So surrounded in our surrounding there are so many matters that has mass means an object that have stuffs of an object that is called mass and occupies some space. So student, all matter are made up of the tiny particle that is called molecules. According to the arrangement of the molecules, the matters are three types, three states: solid, liquid and gas. And fourth that is recently discovered, that is called hot plasma. So student, don't go back very deeply. The state of matter are three: solid, liquid and gas. What is the arrangement, what is the properties? I hope you are all learn properly. And student, today the changing states of matter I will discuss. So let us study about the changing of the states. Please open the science book. Okay. Now, what is the date today? 17th of August 2020 class 5th, subject science. Today we will discuss about the what student? Changing states of matter. Changing states of matters. Okay. Student, matter can change. What matter? The states of matter. Matter can change its states by heating and cooling. Okay, heating and cooling. Student, on heating, you know all matters are made of the tiny particles that is called molecules. So student, when you heat, on heating, speed of particles what increases, and so space between them, space means intermolecular space which are found in solid, liquid, gas, increases. Okay. And on cooling, it is opposite. Speed of particles and space between them decreases. Okay. Student, as you know in your previous classes, water can change from its state to the another state, its original state to the another state, and come again to its original states. So student, as you know, when water will be heated, they convert into the water vapor. Water vapor. When water vapor is come in contact to any cool substances, they again come back to the liquid water. Okay, on cooling. When they are condensed, they convert into the liquid water. So when water change its liquid water to the water vapor on heating, that is called evaporation. What is the definition of evaporation? On heating a liquid, it change into the gas. That is called evaporation. On heating any liquid, it converted into the gas. And what is condensation? condensation. On cooling the gas, it converted into the liquid water. This is called condensation. When water vapor comes in cooled with a cold surface, when water vapor comes in contact on a cold surface, it convert to the liquid water. Okay, student, you can do this activity at your home. Okay, when you boil the water in a open container and take a lid over the boiling water, you know the below surface, the upper surface of lid, and this is the under surface. The under surface of lid, the water vapor get collected, and we put in another container. A drop by drop water will be collected in the next container. This is because when the water vapor rises and they when contact the cool surface, they converted into the liquid water again. So student, this is called condensation. And what is melting and what is freezing? When a solid changes into the liquid on heating, it is called melting. I have already explained what is evaporation, condensation. Now we will discuss the next topic, that is what? That is melting. And what is freezing? Very easily we can say about you in your own words. Suppose we have a crystal of ice. When we keep this in the open area, it will be melt. So we can say that when a solid change liquid, when a solid changes into the liquid, solid changes into liquid on heating, that is called melting. Okay, this process is called melting. When a solid is heated, its particle get now move very speedily and move to each other and slide to each other, and finally stage comes when they are overcome to the liquid. Okay, because the force of attraction between the molecules are get loosely and move and slide to each other, so they can flow. So melt, so solid getting melted. Okay, student, and this stage of particle are more apart. More apart means the gap between particles is bigger. What is the freezing? Student, when a liquid changes into solid on cooling. Suppose how liquid, you, you can take any very fresh example where we keep about a container full with water in the freezer. After some times it get solid. Why? Due to the cooling. In cooling, the particles of molecules in the water on cooling, they are compared to each other. The force of attraction so very high, the speeds of molecules decreases, and the space between the particles also decreases. So they are very compared to each other and get solid. Okay, student. So they get arranged in fixed pattern, that is as a solid. They get a fixed pattern as a solid. So particles move closer and cooling, and they are not able to move freely on cooling. So on cooling, they are closer to each other. So the properties will be solid. You can take the example, suppose we have water in it. Suppose this is the water, and when this will going to evaporation, it convert into the water vapor. This is the gas, this is the liquid. When these are cool, means that is called condensation. Condensation. They convert into the liquid water. Okay, water. Okay, when water melting, what? Melting. No. First, when we freeze, means freezing, they convert into the ice. This is called ice. This is solid. When this ice crystal melt, these ones again convert into the liquid water. This is not one way. This is the reversible changes. Reversible changes means the changes in which no new substances are formed. We can convert the original ones. So student, the states of matter can change by the on heating or cooling. Okay, by evaporation or condensation, by melting or freezing. This is the property by which changes states of matter can take place. Okay, student. So learn this. What is the evaporation? What is the definition of condensation and melting and freezing? Student, the evaporation method, by evaporation method, we find the salt from the ocean's water. Sun rays fall on the surface of water, ocean water. They evaporate and make the clouds. When clouds are come together, they are make a big clouds and bring the rain. Okay, so this is the water cycle you have learned or not learned. We will discuss in the next chapter or the next classes. And student, this is the cycle of water cycle: evaporation and condensation. Okay, and in ocean water, where the workers make the small fields, where they fill the ocean water in their fields, small field. You know, this sun, whole day the ocean water evaporate and get dry, and the crystals of salts are remains on the field, and they are collect, and they uh, clean this in the very technical process, and ultimately we get the salt from the ocean water. So student, today's your next topic will be what is the physical change and what is the chemical change. But before this, student, we will discuss dissolving solid, liquid and gas in water. What is the property of dissolving solid, liquid and gas in water? Dissolving, solving, D-I-S-S-O-L-V, dissolving solid, liquid and gas in water. Student, why water is called a universal solvent? Universal solvent. Because of most of the objects are dissolved in water. So many substances are dissolved in it. So why can't say that water is a universal solvent? So water dissolves many substances because water, DISSOL, dissolve many substances in it. This is the reason, and form solution, and form solution. So student, for example, when sugar dissolve in water, make solution. This is the irreversible sign. Okay, in solution, the sugar, the property of sugar and the property of water are remain same. So student, the taste of solution will be sweet, and the size of volume of solution does not increases or decreases. You know student, there are a lot of spaces are found in liquid in comparison to the solid. So when we dissolve the sugar in water, they occupies their space and does not increases the volume. Okay, so their volume will be same. Suppose when you mix 2 teaspoonsful of sugar in 1 glass water, the level of water does not increases. Their size, their levels already remains same. So student, one of them is called a solute, and one it is called solvent. Solute, SOLUTE, and solvent. Okay, SOLUTE, and that is called solvent. So what is a solute? A solute is the substance to be dissolved. A solute is the substance to be dissolved. Is a substance to be dissolved. And what is a solvent? A solvent is a solvent is a substance where solute is dissolved. Solute where solute is dissolved in solvent. So a solvent is the one. Solvent is the one which in which the solute is dissolved. Is DISSOLVE. That is called water. So substance that is dissolved in water. So substance that is dissolved, dissolved in water is called solution. Okay. So what is solute? Solute is a substance to be dissolved, and a solvent is the one in which the solute is dissolved. And what is solution? Substance that dissolve in water is called solution. So according to this, we will discuss the solid, liquid and gas which are dissolved in water and which are not dissolved in water in your next classes. So actually today you will read about the changing states of matter and dissolving solid, liquid and gas. Write down the today's homework because your time is going to over. Homework, science, read about changing states of matter, and second, dissolving solid, liquid and gas in water. Yes, and this two topic. Okay, student. So read very thoroughly at your home. Thank you. Have a nice day. Class is over.